Let me show you 5 government-backed service businesses that are so profitable, you'll start wondering why people are still selling digital products on Etsy for a few extra bucks. Because these businesses, they play in a whole different league. We're talking real contracts, real clients, and checks that start at $250,000 and up. If you've ever wanted to build something stable, scalable, and backed by government money, this is where it starts. Hi, I'm Geoff, and my mission is to help you reach your first $1 million through government contracting. It doesn't matter who you are, what you do, or how much experience you have. If you can follow a few simple steps, that 1 million won't just be a dream anymore. It'll be your next milestone. I've been researching government contracting data, and I found something incredible. While everyone's talking about starting a digital marketing agency or selling courses, there's this massive world of government contracts that many people don't even know exist. I'm talking about businesses that have landed contracts worth $500,000 to $15 million or more. So today I'm breaking down 5 service business models that are succeeding in the government contracting space, showing you what these contracts typically pay and giving you a realistic roadmap for getting started, even if you've never worked with the government before. But I want to be upfront. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It takes time, effort, and patience. So here's what nobody tells you about government spending. The government publishes all their spending data. I'm talking about actual numbers on sam.gov and usaspending.gov, where you can see exactly which agencies are spending billions of dollars and what they're spending it on. And when you dig into this data, you discover something interesting. There are small businesses, including women-owned, veteran-owned, and other certified small businesses that are landing significant contracts year after year. These aren't tech unicorns or Silicon Valley startups. These are service businesses run by people who invested the time to learn how the system works. So I think this video is going to completely change how you think about business opportunities. And all I ask in return is that you gently tap that like button, and let's dive into it right now. All right, so the first business is training and consulting services. And I'm starting with this one because if you have legitimate expertise in a specific area, you can get started faster than any other business on this list. Contract sizes typically range from $100,000 to $2 million or more. Why is there such demand? Agencies need to train their employees on leadership, diversity, equity and inclusion, compliance, safety, and technology. And they often contract small businesses to run these programs. The hot areas are leadership development and coaching, cybersecurity awareness training, OSHA and safety training, and diversity and inclusion consulting. Where do you find these contracts? SBA, which is the Small Business Administration, Department of Labor, GSA Advantage, and state and local government agencies also contract for training services. Here's your starter tip. Package your expertise into a structured training offer. Don't just say I'm a consultant. Say, I provide a comprehensive 8-week leadership development program for mid-level managers with these specific outcomes. Be specific, be structured. Having certifications in your field definitely helps your credibility, though it's not always mandatory. But you do need demonstrable expertise. If you've managed teams for years, you can teach leadership. If you've worked in HR and understand compliance, you can teach that. But make sure you actually have the knowledge and experience to back up your claims. The reason this is number 1, you can start with what you already know. No expensive equipment, no massive upfront investment. Just your expertise packaged in a way that solves agency problems. Plus, you don't need to understand complex technical certifications or bonding requirements to get your first contract. Now, the second business is staffing and workforce solutions. And this one works well if you're a people person who's good at matching talent with opportunities. Contract sizes can range from $500,000 to $10 million or more, depending on the scope. Agencies frequently outsource their staffing to fill administrative roles, healthcare positions, and IT jobs. The hot areas are administrative staffing, healthcare and nursing, engineering and technical labor, and project management. Think about it. The VA needs thousands of nurses. FEMA needs project managers during disasters. The Department of Defense needs engineering talent. Where do you find these contracts? HHS, which is Health and Human Services. The VA, Department of Defense, FEMA. All of these agencies have ongoing staffing needs. Here's your starter tip. Build a database of qualified candidates. This is your most valuable asset. Start recruiting people even before you land your first contract, and get registered on sam.gov. That's where all federal contractors need to be. Just know that the registration process typically takes 2 to 4 weeks and requires significant documentation, including your UEI number, tax documents, and bank account verification. Now, I want to be realistic. Growing a staffing business in the government space takes time. While some companies have grown significantly once they're established and have proven performance, expect to spend 12 to 18 months or more just winning your first contract. You need to build relationships, develop a strong capability statement, and compete against established firms. Why is this number 2? It's scalable. You're working with people rather than complex technical systems. And once you place candidates successfully, agencies often come back to you repeatedly. Plus, the demand is constant across almost every government agency. All right, the third business is facility management and maintenance services. And this is one of the most straightforward businesses on this list. Contract sizes typically range from $500,000 to $5 million. And these are often multi-year contracts. So you're not just getting paid once, you're getting steady income for 3, 4, sometimes 5 years at a time. Why is there such demand? Federal buildings, military bases, and VA hospitals all need to outsource their janitorial work, their maintenance, and their HVAC services. These facilities can't just shut down for repairs. They need reliable contractors who can keep everything running smoothly. Where do you find these contracts? Department of Defense, GSA Facilities Maintenance, Department of Veterans Affairs. These agencies have significant facilities budgets, and they're consistently looking for qualified contractors. Now here's your starter tip. You absolutely need to get bonded and insured. This is non-negotiable for facility work. Performance bonds typically cost 1 to 3% of the contract value, and you'll need sufficient creditworthiness or capital to obtain them. This can be a barrier initially for some small businesses. You also need to build relationships with local contracting officers. Go to procurement events, attend industry days, introduce yourself. These aren't faceless corporations. These are real people managing real facilities who need reliable help. But understand that building these relationships takes time, often years. Why is this number 3? It's straightforward. Everyone understands cleaning, maintenance, and HVAC work. It's stable and predictable. The challenge is you need upfront capital for bonding, insurance, and equipment. But if you have that or can access it, the business model is simple to understand and execute. All right, quick break. If you're watching this and thinking, man, I wish I could turn my existing skills into a government contracting business or scale my current service business using these strategies, I actually want to help you. I'm doing a limited number of strategy sessions where we map out exactly how you can position yourself for these opportunities and discuss whether my consulting services might be a fit for your situation. Whether you want to start from scratch or you already have a business and want to add government contracts, we can talk through your specific situation. Book a call with the link in the description. It's completely free with no obligation. Just a genuine conversation about whether this path makes sense for you. All right, business number 4 is IT and cybersecurity consulting. And I know what you're thinking. Geoff, I'm not a tech expert. I don't know anything about cybersecurity. And honestly, that's exactly why this is number 4 and not number 1. Contract sizes for this type of work can range from $250,000 for smaller projects all the way up to $10 million or more for major initiatives. And here's why there's such demand. Federal and state agencies are spending billions of dollars modernizing their systems, securing their data, and moving everything to the cloud. So what are the hot areas right now? Network security audits, things like CMMC and FedRAMP compliance. Though I need to mention, these certifications are expensive and complex, typically costing $15,000 to over $100,000 to obtain. Cloud migration and management, software development and data analytics, and IT help desk outsourcing. Now here's where you find these contracts: GSA multiple award schedules, OASIS Plus, NASA SOUP, and sam.gov, which is the master database of all government contracts. But here's the critical part, and I want to be realistic with you. You need a team with real credentials. This isn't something you can fake. Either hire qualified cybersecurity professionals or partner with firms that have the necessary expertise and certifications. Why is this number 4? The contracts are huge and the demand is massive, but the technical requirements and expensive certifications make this intimidating for beginners. If you have a tech background or can partner with technical experts, this is incredibly lucrative. But if you're brand new to government contracting, start with one of the first 3 businesses to learn the system first. All right, the 5th and final business is environmental, energy, and engineering services. And this one has the largest contract sizes on the list, but also the highest barriers to entry. Contract sizes can range from $500,000 to $15 million or more for major projects. And here's why there's such demand. The government is investing heavily in green infrastructure, energy efficiency, and environmental compliance. This has been a major priority. The hot areas include environmental remediation, energy audits and sustainability planning, water and soil testing, and hazardous waste management. Where do you find these contracts? EPA, which is the Environmental Protection Agency, Department of Energy, and the Army Corps of Engineers. These agencies have substantial budgets for environmental work. Now here's your starter tip, and this is critical. You need real technical expertise for this work. The best approach if you're starting out is to partner with an established engineering firm. You don't need to have all the technical certifications on day one, but you absolutely need access to qualified professionals who do. Find a prime contractor who needs help with capacity or who wants to work with a certified small business for set-aside contracts. Build your experience and past performance working as a subcontractor. Then, once you have a track record and the necessary certifications, you can pursue prime contracts. The reality is that this sector requires significant technical knowledge and often PE licenses or other professional certifications. Don't try to wing this. Environmental work has real consequences and strict regulations. The positive news is that the government is committing to this work for the long term. Climate change and environmental remediation aren't going away. These contract opportunities will likely continue to grow. Why is this number 5? Not because it's less valuable. In fact, the contracts are among the largest, but the barrier to entry is the highest. You need serious technical credentials, professional licenses, and established relationships. It's the hardest to break into as a complete beginner. But if you have an engineering background or environmental science degree, this could be your fastest path to multi-million-dollar contracts. Here's the thing. I know government contracting sounds intimidating. I get it. There's paperwork, there's regulations, there's acronyms everywhere, and honestly, it is complex. But here's what I want you to understand. These are real businesses run by real people who decided to invest the time to learn the system. They're not all former government employees or military contractors. Many of them are entrepreneurs who saw an opportunity and committed to the long-term process of building relationships and past performance. And I need to be honest with you about what success looks like. Only about 20 to 30% of registered contractors ever win a contract. Proposals are complex and time-consuming. Competition is fierce. It typically takes 12 to 18 months just to win your first contract. And you need cash flow, because government payment terms can be 30 to 60 days or more. But for those who stick with it and do it right, the payoff can be substantial. We're not talking about making $2,000 a month from a side hustle. We're talking about the potential to land contracts worth hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars. So if this interests you at all, if you're thinking this might be a path worth exploring, and you want to discuss whether my consulting services can help you navigate this process, book a call with me. Link is in the description. We'll talk through your background, your skills, and whether government contracting realistically makes sense for your situation. And if you got value from this video, make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to be doing more content on unconventional business opportunities that have real data behind them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.